What is going up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. So, we're going to be talking about how to grow a Robinhood broker's account consistently. And a lot of people, actually send me direct messages, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, and other social media platforms. They say, I'm using Robinhood, I'm trying to day trade, and it's just not working out for me. How can I grow an account consistently, without paying commission? So there's a lot of ways actually you can do it, but for people who are using Robinhood, I I don't advise day trading on that platform. That platform is going to scalp you for every penny because you don't pay commissions, so they have to make money somehow. So they will pretty much scalp your trades. So let's say you buy a stock for $10. They bought it for 9.98 or 9.99, and they make 2 cents. And with millions and millions of people, that 2 cents or 3 cents adds up in when you buy or when you sell it. So even when you use limit orders, they set it, but the stock still will fall below 9.98, and they will buy it and give it to you for $10. That's how they make their money. If you guys don't know, but they do also, when you put money in, they use that for like other people to leverage their account on margin, and they charge them interest. So Robinhood really isn't, they're pretty much like a bank because that's what a bank does. But Robinhood isn't the best platform to use for day trading. I would advise using Robinhood for swing trading or long-term investing, something that takes a couple of days to figure out, because when you day trade a stock here, so let's pull up what was a recent one. I didn't trade today, but AABL. Let's pull it up here. My internet is terrible right now, so I do apologize if it takes a minute. But all right, so let's move myself over in this corner here. All right, so do you guys see how this stock literally went from around, opened at 365 and hit $8 within a trading session, within actually a couple of hours here. Let's remove some of these. These are all different resistance lines if you guys are curious. So let's clear drawing set. So with Robinhood, you're gonna buy a stock, and they're gonna give you terrible fills on your orders, rather than using a active trading platform and actually picking out your entries and your trades, stuff like that. It just works a lot better when I can see it live. With candlesticks, they do offer candlesticks, but they are terrible. I don't even use them. But you're going to be wanting to get in and out of trades just because the spread on these are so long, are so large, and you can't really have studies on them like moving average lines. All you have is pretty much the volume, and I don't know, I think that's about it. You can't draw any trend lines, you can't do anything on that platform. But it is good for beginners. It's very good. That's where I started. I built up an account and I transferred it, to SureTrader. Yeah, I built up an account, transferred it to SureTrader, built it up, sent it to Thinkorswim. That's my trading story for brokers. I do have one with Fidelity, one with E-Trade, one with, I have multiple just because they offer different bonuses, and I do capitalize on those. But so, with growing a Robinhood stock account, you're gonna want to stay away from stocks like this. I know it's gonna feel like you're missing out, but you're just gonna want to build up 2% each day. That should be your goal, 2 to 3% each day. Over the course of a month, that'll be 60%. Over the course of a year, that'll be what, 265%, and that's very, very well. That should be your goal. Consistency should be your key. You should have a trading strategy, whether it's swing trading or day trading. If you're going to buy a stock and hold it for an entire day, I would not advise to day trade ABIL stocks under, 4 or 5 dollars, just because they do bounce more. They do have larger spreads. The risk isn't really greater, but on Robinhood it will be, just because you're not going to be able to see moving average lines. You're not going to see, okay, it found some type of support on this 20 moving average line. So now, future reference, I know that it can possibly have some type of bounce off it. And if it breaks below it, then I know it's going to fall back down to another moving average line. And it got caught right here on this. I believe this is the 90. Push back up. So another good entry over this moving average line, taking profit as it breaks through. So right here is a 50 cent profit, and that's very, very good. That's like 20% almost. So I would stay away from these. Stay away from stocks like this. Learn to trade ETFs or something that moves a little slower but is more predictable on Robinhood and takes a couple of minutes, and the spreads aren't as large, because Robinhood will scalp you for every penny of everything you have, because I've experienced it, and a lot of people do have trouble with Robinhood, with their customer service, with other information. But enough bash on Robinhood. It's actually a decent platform for beginners. But yeah, so the best thing I can advise anybody to do: create a trading strategy. You can even use Thinkorswim for your scanner, for some of your charts, if you're going to be doing more swing trading or even some day trades. Use Robinhood, or use TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim here, because it is actually a very, very good platform for almost everything. Scanning, you could use Findes or other free services, but Findes is a very good swing trading service. I did make a video on it, but I'll make another one probably tomorrow on how to actually find stocks, and we can all look at them and compare, contrast, and see what I look for swing trade material. But yeah, so big thing: create a trading strategy. Kind of stay away from day trading, but you obviously can do it, and you only can do it 3 times every 5 days. So make sure you know that PDT rule. Keep that locked in. I actually want a quick story here. When I first began trading, I took a trade. I was messing around. I was buying stocks, GLU, I believe. Glue Mobile. It was this for sure. So this stock was actually the first stock I ever bought here, and I was literally just buying and selling all in a day. So I want to go back to like 2 years, or 3 years. So obviously the stock has killed it, hit a high of $8. I bought in when it was like here, in this 250 range. I actually remember it, but so I bought in at 250, and it must have been about right here. So I bought in at around 250, and it hit a high, almost 270 or $3. I don't know. So I was up, pretty good. I click, sell, and they say, sorry, you cannot sell this position due to PDT rule. And I was like, oh my God. And then the following day, it might have been even here, I'm not sure, but the following day it rips down. I'm down. I cut my losses. I'm screwed. Understand the PDT rule. That's the main, idea of that story. But yeah, so grow your Robinhood account. It really isn't hard. You can do it with a full-time job. You can do it, working anywhere. Morning shifts, night shifts. It's not very hard. You can create all different types of orders, so it hits those pinpoints, even though you might get scalped on 2%. But if you're swing trading a stock and you predict it to go up to 20, 2 cents, I'm sure it adds up long term until you can afford to use TD Ameritrade or other brokers that offer a little better customer service and charting. But yeah, so that's how I would advise to grow a Robinhood account. Trading plan: stay away from day trading, stay away from stocks under $5. Mostly trade ETFs. ETFs are just very kind of low risk, low movers. Very. I'll make a video on them. But yeah, so that's it though. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, y'all. But if you guys want to be part of the trading team here, I do have, a little over, 40 members here, which is very happy. I'm so happy with this. But we do have like a stock bot, that calls out stocks that are halted, stocks that have any sort of news, stocks that are just moving. Every hour it actually sends out a stock watch list, whether it's pre-market, after hours. It's every hour. I don't know if my members like it or not. I should probably ask, but you can definitely make some money off this. TIS killing it today. But yeah, so that's it though. Take care, everyone.